Imagine you're a little clay figure, like my friend Wallace, living in a world where everything is handmade and a bit quirky. Your home is cozy, your neighbors are friendly, and life is full of small adventures. But one day, you realize you need to find a new place to live. A fresh start, maybe a bigger space, or just somewhere that feels right. So you pack up your suitcase, grab your favorite cheese and crackers, and set off on your journey, map in hand, searching for a new home that fits just right. But as you wander through the clay streets, you notice something troubling. Everywhere you look, the for rent signs are stacked higher and higher, and the prices seem to be reaching the clouds. It feels like, no matter how hard you try, finding a place you can afford is getting tougher by the day. This isn't just a quirky story about clay figures, it's a real challenge faced by millions of Americans across the country, from big cities to small towns. For many families, rent is the single biggest monthly expense. When it goes up, it doesn't just squeeze the budget, it can make everything else, from groceries to school supplies, feel out of reach. Suddenly, people are forced to make difficult choices, maybe moving farther away from work or loved ones, cutting back on essentials like food or medicine, or spending hours commuting just to make ends meet. Sometimes it means giving up hobbies, saying goodbye to friends, or letting go of things that bring joy, just to keep a roof overhead. These aren't just numbers on a page, they're real people, real families, and real dreams put on hold, all because finding a safe, stable place to live has become so difficult. So, why is this happening? Like one of Wallace's wild inventions, the housing market is a complicated machine with lots of moving parts, sometimes working together, sometimes getting jammed up. To understand how we got here, and how we might fix it, let's take a closer look at the puzzle of rising rents in America, and see if we can piece together a solution. Why are rents skyrocketing? It's a game of musical chairs. Too many people, not enough homes. More people are moving to cities for jobs, but new homes aren't being built fast enough. High home prices and interest rates mean more people are renting instead of buying, adding pressure to the rental market. Building new homes is also more expensive now, with rising costs for materials and labor. All these factors combine, creating the perfect storm for soaring rents. When demand outpaces supply, prices go up. Simple as that. Nowhere is this more dramatic than San Francisco, a city famous for its breathtaking views, iconic landmarks, and vibrant culture. But beneath the postcard-perfect surface, a housing crisis is unfolding that's reshaping the city's very identity. The city's median rent for a one-bedroom has soared to over $3,100, a staggering 12% jump in just 1 year. For many, that's more than half their monthly income, making it one of the most expensive places to live in the entire country. Even long-time residents are feeling the squeeze as prices continue to climb. The booming tech and AI industries are drawing in high earners from around the world, all competing for a limited number of apartments. These well-paid newcomers can often outbid locals, driving prices even higher and intensifying the competition for every available unit. But San Francisco is slow to build new homes, squeezed by its unique geography, hills, water, and a tiny land area, and strict regulations that make construction difficult and expensive. Permits can take years, and neighborhood opposition often stalls new projects before they even begin. The result? A severe shortage. Vacancy rates are below 4%, and apartments rent out faster than ever. Finding a place to live can feel like a full-time job, with dozens of applicants for every listing and bidding wars becoming the norm. Everyday workers like teachers, bakers, and nurses are priced out, forced to move far away from the communities they serve. Many face long commutes or must leave the Bay Area entirely, taking their talents and energy with them. The city's character is changing as only the highest earners can afford to stay. Neighborhoods that once buzzed with diversity and creativity are becoming enclaves for the wealthy, while small businesses struggle to survive. When a city doesn't build enough homes, rents can spiral out of control, pushing out the very people who make it unique. San Francisco's story is a warning for cities everywhere. Without enough housing, even the most vibrant places can become unaffordable for all but a few. While it might seem like rents are rising everywhere, that's not the case across the entire country. In fact, some cities are actually seeing rents go down, offering a glimmer of hope for renters who feel squeezed by high prices. These places are bucking the national trend and showing that change is possible. Take Sarasota, Florida, for example. There, the average rent dropped by more than 40% in just a single year. This dramatic decrease happened largely because of a surge in new apartment construction, which flooded the market with more options for renters and helped drive prices down. Sarasota isn't alone. Cities like Minneapolis and Austin have also experienced falling rents. These cities made it easier to build new homes, encouraging developers to add more apartments and houses to the market, which in turn helped lower costs for everyone. By updating zoning laws and streamlining the process for building permits, local governments made it much simpler and faster to create new housing. This proactive approach increased the supply of homes, which is a key factor in bringing down rent prices. When there are more homes available, renters have more choices. Landlords, facing more competition, often have to lower their prices or offer better deals to attract tenants. This creates a healthier, more affordable rental market for everyone. Even after natural disasters, like hurricanes in Florida, the push to build new homes continued. As more apartments and houses became available, rents kept dropping, showing the resilience and adaptability of these communities. The big takeaway? Building more housing is one of the most effective ways to make rents affordable. When cities invest in new construction, they give more people the chance to find a place they can actually afford. Cities that welcome new development and prioritize housing growth prove that high rents aren't inevitable. With the right policies and a commitment to building, affordable living can become a reality for more people. So, what's the solution? Build more homes, of all shapes and sizes. Cities need to update zoning laws and make it easier and faster to construct new housing. We can create vibrant neighborhoods with parks, shops, and good transport, not just endless gray boxes. Allowing more homes per lot means more people can live in great locations without losing green space. We also need affordable housing programs, so everyone, from bakers to teachers, can find a place to live. It takes teamwork, city leaders, builders, and communities working together. Cities like Sarasota and Minneapolis prove that change is possible. If we're bold and creative, we can build a future where everyone has a safe, affordable home.